So it's this button that now looks terrible, and it is also the things in the note list look kind of bad too. So how can we fix this? Sidebar, JS, or CSS. So we dealt with the button and changed some stuff about it. Now that there's a link in there, what does that do for us? We don't set the size. Somehow the size is just becoming tiny. Let's inspect it. Looks like it's got an outline on there that we don't want to. It's about this A. Is there some rule that makes links tiny or something? Font size 14 on body. Button new note. What could apply here that didn't before? Image is tiny. And it's just going to be 100% of its button's width, but the button became tiny. Width 60%. So 60% of the link. And the link, yeah. So probably we could do that, or we could make the link a block. That would work. So like sidebar, and maybe we're not doing any styles based on that new note class. We can move that class up to the link instead. Well, it's a link. I'm not sure whether that works or not. That'd be cool if it did. Does that work? Does the link? Yeah, the link ends up with the class then. Cool. So we could say sidebar a dot new note display block, which will effectively set the width to 100%. Well, if we're not using Flexbox, it will. If we put a width 100% on that. There we go. Now it's not centered anymore, unfortunately. So maybe this gets 100%. This gets position relative width 60%. There we go. Beautiful. Fixed one of them. Now we've just got these links that are ghastly. So those are in NoteList.js or NoteList CSS. So now we've added links to the mix. Oops, gosh dang it. So now we have A's around the LIs. So let's say UL hash notes A. And when you do links, that is A's that actually have hrefs, you have to use all these pseudo classes. for link, visited, active, hover, all those. So I'm going to do UL notes A, UL notes A, pseudo class link. UL notes A, visited. UL notes A, hover. UL notes A, active. And the order can actually be important, the way that the precedence works. And I'm just going to say color inherit so it doesn't change to a funny color. And then I also want to make sure that text decoration is none. Okay, that fixed that. The other issue is my top borders are gone on all of them. Why? Let's look at the rule where we got rid of the top border. Border type none when the li is the first of type within its parent. Now, they're all the first child of their parent because their parent is that link. They're all inside a link. So this rule should change slightly. Now, it should be UL notes A colon first of type li. Because now it's this that will be the first child of its parent. The li won't. Having done that, my top borders come back. And it all seems right with the world. I can click, I can edit an existing note like this. If you go too long on these, notice the overflow is hidden on the left, which is nice. I can delete things. URL changes appropriately. When I sign out, the URL changes. Sign back in. Everything works. If I try to go to a page I'm not allowed to see when I'm not signed in, kicks me back out. Now, we didn't make it smart enough that when we sign in, it'll take us back to the right one. We could, but we don't have time. And frankly, our sign-in page is still ugly as sin. But you guys are all pros now. You can make it beautiful. I believe in you. All right, so adjust CSS for sidebar and NoteList. I could go ahead and capitalize these. Ideally, these all these styles in NoteList wouldn't be scoped under UL notes. They'd be scoped under this NoteList thing to tie them to that component specifically. But we didn't do it that way. All right, good luck with your mock interviews tomorrow. I guess that's in the afternoon, so I'll see you before that, right? So homework-wise, make the sign-in page look better. Improve this in any way that you see fit. What was the other thing we discussed that we could improve? Anything else?
More logins.
You want super? Yeah, you could always do that, of course. Let's throw some notes in here so I don't forget what I told you to do. Day 11 homework. Make the sign-in page prettier. Super, mega, bonus credit. Try adding a rich text editor to the form. Let you do bold and so on. I shouldn't say try. You know what Yoda would say. You know what Yoda would say about that, right? Add a rich text editor to the form. It's tricky, but see if you can do it. May as well try. All right. See ya.